If you drive over your contracted lease miles, those are not going to get waived. The only way out of that situation is buying the car out at the end of the lease, which is not a good idea because 99 times out of 100, if you drove significantly over your contracted miles, then you have depreciated the car well below what your buyout price would be. Or you can trade out of it into a new car, and maybe the difference between the trade value and the payoff will be less than your mileage penalty. But how do dealers hide this? Well, what most dealers will do is tell you, lease a car from us and don't worry about overmiles. When you get your next one, we'll make them go away. And all they're doing is they're just kicking the can down the road, and when you come up for your next lease, they're figuring out what that mileage bill is, and then they're rolling it into your new payment. But they're doing that in a way that you can't see it, which just means that they're taking it from a discount you otherwise would have been given. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're looking at a car that is going to be discounted $5,000. There's $5,000 that the dealer is willing to give you. Maybe it's a combination of incentives and a dealer contribution. And then let's say you've got a $3,000 mileage penalty bill. What the dealer is going to do is they're going to show you a $2,000 discount, which is the difference between the $5,000 that they're actually discounting the car and your $3,000 mileage bill. And they're not showing you the mileage bill. So they're just taking that net number, showing that to you, and saying, yeah, no, your overmiles are good, we're handling that. The deal ends up being the same, but the problem that I have with it is that your expectation now is that you can drive however many miles that you want and there will never be a penalty, which isn't true. You really deserve that $5,000 discount, but you only were given two, or at least shown two. So the way we do it is, if we're really going to discount the car $5,000 and you really have a $5,000 or a $3,000 mileage penalty, I'm going to show you both of those things so you can see, here's what you're really getting from us, here's what those over miles really cost you. Because that way we're being transparent, you know what it really does cost if you go over your contracted miles, and we just believe it's a better way of doing business in the long run because we're not telling you that something's happening that isn't really happening.